Hello everyone. Mitti Ke Rang presents you a podcast with Mr. Mohit Varu. He is a Chief Operating Officer at the Girls Kid Foundation. So, Girls Kid Foundation is India's biggest and first tech community, which aims to change lives of imparting uh, students with tech education. So, let us know more about it by Mr. Varu. We will be discussing about his life journey and about his organization. So, thank you for joining us, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me. I am excited for today's podcast. Hope it proves to be insightful for the viewers.
Thank you. So, for beginning, tell us about your childhood, how it inspired you, what were your dreams and aspirations.
So I was growing like any other middle class child with big dreams and expectations. I later on understood that dreams and expectations are nothing without putting time and efforts, right? So I in 2011 when I joined Polytechnic, I wanted to be like every other child. I wanted to be a successful engineer and join a MNC to support my family. But later many incidences came that meant to be like the moments of learning for me. Like I wanted to be I know that I cannot afford anything. So what a middle class child can do is he can steal something, or he can just work hard for buying that thing, right? And there is a thin line between these two things, and which is very important to me is knowing the actual need and the amount of effort. मैं हर बार ये चीज समझने की कोशिश करता हूँ कि मुझे एक्चुअल नीड क्या है और उसमें कितना एफर्ट लगेगा, and that's what I apply in my life.
Okay, so you had a very tough life when you were a child.
I won't say as a tough life, because whenever you see yourself as an audience, get to know more about your life, and whenever you see yourself as an audience, you'll like the person or you'll hate the person. And the situation are always worst for others whenever you see someone from as an outsider, right?
Okay, so you always had a dream of engineering, and I read about your articles and I got to know that you dropped out from engineering after some time.
Yeah.
So how was it? What inspired you? I mean, you had always a dream about engineering and then you dropped out. So there must be some good reason about it. So what was it?
I always wanted to be an engineer. Maybe that's the reason I joined Polytechnic before, because there is no option after Polytechnic to do other than engineering. So I was good at studies and thus managed to get myself into the best engineering college in Vidarbha region. But things got different when I got myself admitted there. I wanted to perform, teach. I was always a performer. I wanted to teach and organize events, and that was I was doing inside the college. I wanted to explore more, and that's why I started taking tuitions of students, home tuitions of schools children, and that was only because I wanted to earn money, and just to support that money, and I used to go to street children to teach them after I finished my home tuitions. So journey was difficult. वो उतनी भी dreadful नहीं लगती है when you see yourself as an audience. As I said, I always see and I see if I won't see hard work, I won't like someone, and वो चीज कोई और इंसान भी देखेगा तो उसको भी पसंद नहीं आएगी.
Sure. So you used to teach, like you already had this teaching habit, right?
Right.
Okay. So tell us about your foundation, the Girls Kid Foundation.
Yeah, so Anubha, I knew Anubha, she is the founder. I knew Anubha from my engineering days, as both of us were studying in the same city. As I said, I wanted to go on stage and talk. I like sharing my ideas, opinions, thoughts, and maybe that's the reason I used to participate in every paper presentations, that competition that happened, right? And apparently I won't win, but I used to keep myself loaded with certificates and titles, and वो हर कोई engineering student करता है. But I would say that these certificates और जो titles जो मुझे मिले थे, they were never the point of attraction for me. What actually mattered to me was my interest and confidence. जब 5 बजे कोई काम होता है, we definitely wake up, and I have done that. right? And these little things helped me like for getting into Girls Script and getting ready for Girls Script. So when 2017, Anuba started this in 2017 only, but I joined when she asked me in 2018. I was very nervous as I was also going through a tough time. But yes, it's been 2 years now and we are doing quite well. And so just telling more about Girls Script. So we started in Nagpur, which is Tier 3 city, and now we are in 65 cities of India. And also we have completed 2500 events few days back. We are also in Nigeria, Ireland, and Thompson's University, Canada. And we started to accelerate it from 2018, and now we have taught 60,000 students, and this has been a good journey, and that's why maybe I am called here for this interview.
Yeah, that is really nice that you have impacted so many people in such a short time, actually. So like with the COVID-19, it's been like very tough for changing everything because it was sudden, right? So how did you cope up with that?
So from past 3 years, we were mostly like Girls Script Foundation has been always teaching offline. Like we had many projects which were offline based, and it took a week for us to understand the situation, as it was also a shock for us. And we stood back, we analyzed the things, and then fortunately we handled the things pretty well. We also taught teachers and professors during this lockdown on how to conduct the classes. From ourselves, we started many projects after this lockdown, and we till now in this lockdown we have taught 12,000 students, luckily. And everyone is liking the initiatives that we are bringing day by day, and this is it. I believe this is the right time to like talk about technology and education, because in this lockdown time जो भी इलिटरेट है उसको भी पता है कि क्लासेस कैसे अटेंड कर सकते हैं, कैसे ऑनलाइन पढ़ा जा सकता है. एवरी पेरेंट्स नो दिस थिंग, राइट? एंड दिस इज अ वेरी राइट टाइम दैट वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस, एंड वी आर ब्रिंगिंग सच इनिशिएटिव्स दैट आर हेल्पिंग द एजुकेशन सिस्टम. And because teachers and professors are not so used to this technology, we are also helping them from our end, so that students never fail to get motivated from any end. Okay, so because teachers are the biggest motivation for them, and अगर उनको नहीं आएगा इस time पे, तो that is also a very bad thing. So we are teaching them as well, and we are teaching from slum students, from to working professional. We are trying to help everyone.
That is really nice, honestly. So my question will be, like, you provide 50 to 60% girls a reservation for technology, right? So like,
Right.
how do you see the role of a woman in technology and programming?
So Khushi, nowadays everyone sees that women are leading in every field, right?
Yeah.
So what I have seen through my journey is that there are only few women who dream of becoming something extraordinary, whom we call leaders, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
A few, I mean handful of people, and there are only those few women that every company thinks of picking them, right? And others are leaving the tech industry after a certain age by one or another reason. Every woman, like, they are not constantly maintaining themselves in the tech culture, right? So we are trying to create more women leaders through our initiatives. We are not women only organization, we just believe in equality, and that's why we have reserved 50% of the seats for women.
Yeah.
And there are many people who are working with us from a long time, and everyone is proud to work under a title which is for women, which is women centric, but we are not completely women only organization. We just maintain 15% of the seats every time in every initiative.
Okay, so that is really nice. So tell us about your journey. You've been working for 2 years, how it impacted your life. And as you've impacted so many lives, it must have impacted your life drastically. So how it happened?
So I in my journey, I have seen like, I don't want to like create myself as an inspiration for others, because I don't want to say that I have dropped my engineering, that's why you get inspired by me. The things were different for me. I had a different journey, and if you have the will, you will get as many degrees as you want. It's up to us how we want to execute things, right? And my journey has been very great because I was myself able to do many events, do many shows, and I was also organizing many events, which the work that I actually liked. And it eventually proved out to be a great thing for me. And now there were many people in the initial days who were saying that this is not a good decision for me to drop my engineering and go into something else. But I believe my relatives, my parents, and everyone around me are now proud of me for whatever I am doing. And I hope everyone takes certain decisions that proves to be successful for them.
Okay, so you said that everyone wants to keep a lot of certificates with us. So what is your point of view on the certificates? Because there are so many people who keeps a lot of certificates in like many branches. Okay, some are doing like graphics, or maybe they have finance, they have stock market. So what are your views on that? And then they give their accountability on the social media that I have done this course. So what are your views?
So you can see on the LinkedIn that there are many people who have written themselves as a founder or something. They are having a huge level of certifications like from every company, and whatever they do, just they put it on LinkedIn. But I believe whatever the learnings they have taken from the particular course or from the particular program, they should write about that. Rather than like putting on their certificates to just brag about themselves. I believe कि certificates की value तभी आती है जब आपके skills हो आपके साथ, and skills तभी आते हैं जब interest होता है. And सबसे पहले interest आना चाहिए, नहीं तो certificates तो कोई भी field का किसी को भी मिल सकता है. It's just about because everyone knows how graphic designing works and everyone knows how to make certificates as well. But the thing is, the real certification is the skills that are used on a very right time. So अगर आपके skills right time पे use नहीं हो सकते तो आपके certifications का कोई फायदा नहीं होगा. So just try to focus on your skills rather than doing more certification. जितना आप एक चीज को करते हो उतना ही 50 बार करोगे. So you will be master in something. And always people have said that if you practice 1 hour, you just need to give yourself completely for that 1 hour. If you are like seeing your mobile, you're playing while you're learning something, it's not of any use. And abhi online education mein to you don't know the person on the other end is actually learning or not. So we have और ये चीज का फिर सर्टिफिकेशन तुम कैसे प्रूव करोगे? आप हमेशा स्किल्स के बेसिस पे जज करो सामने वाले को, rather than बेसिस ऑन द सर्टिफिकेशन उसने किस लेवल पे पार किया है. rather वो A+ डिग्री से पास हुआ है या B+ डिग्री से पास हुआ है, वो उस मोमेंट पे बोल सकता है या नहीं बोल सकता है. that is very important.
Yeah, that is rightly said. So you have created a lot of impact in COVID-19 duration. So what are your plans for post COVID-19 in GirlScript?
Yeah, so we post COVID-19, there were many certain things that we wanted to do, and so we are trying to help the education system through our foundation, which has recently completed 3 years. So there were many projects which we wanted to start, but somehow we couldn't. So I believe this is the right time to start anything, as I said previously. So we have many projects that are coming up in July under our sister company, which has recently launched, which is GirlScript Technologies Private Limited. Okay. So there are many projects that are coming up in July for students and for learners.
So can you tell us about that company, or a little bit about that company?
So GirlScript Technologies Private Limited is launched on 18th of June. Okay, and this month only. And we had many projects in our mind from past 2.5 years. We were doing the research of it, and we were working on it. But but we thought, as I said, that this is the right time to launch things as everyone wants to learn and everyone knows how to learn through online like platforms. So we are actually building a platform that would be helpful for all the learners. Like There are many projects. First of all, there is an e-learning platform, and then there are many other projects like for mental health and for young scholars, for other people as well. So the announcement will be made soon. Yeah.
Okay. So it's just started, right? This COVID-19 has created the work from home culture. So how do you
Yeah.
think, how you motivate yourself every day?
So actually, we all live in a single building. So our work culture has always been very flexible. We give time to everyone for getting themselves into the best condition for working, as it is very necessary for startups to keep themselves motivated and calm.
Yeah.
Like you might know that 70% startups in India have failed or stopped because of this lockdown. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
a tough time. We have to stand up and fight for it.
Yeah. So what keeps you that motivated to fight for it?
The thing is that we have always, every day we get a lot of messages. There are many people who are associated with us and they like our work. The messages that come, the request is that recently today only we have launched one program, and there was one student who has mailed us that my father has lost his job, so and I want to learn, but I couldn't afford the fee, so I am hesitating to participate. So
Okay.
if we can do something for ourselves, we are definitely trying, and so that we can like just help them through our initiatives and teach them for free. And it's the fees is only rupees 100. Still the parent is not able to afford it, so what we can do, the maximum that we can do from ourselves, we are doing. We are trying to help as many individuals as we can.
All right. Okay.
So the
Okay.
foundation is a non-profit organization, so we don't charge too much for the initiatives. The charge is always, like as I said, is 100 rupees. So everyone is able to attend it. Last time in COVID, we kept the fees as 20 rupees also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That is too affordable. Like if you have so many well-trained teachers.
Right.
Okay. So in the end, I would like to ask one question. That is, what advice, one or two advice, you would like to give to a student or a professional who really want to drop and start his own startup, but is hesitating right now?
So I believe that I won't advise or won't call myself as an inspiration for people who are thinking of dropping out, because it's not the only option. Just try to understand that dropping out is not the only option. You have many options with you. Just think about it. And everyone has a different journey. If you have you will get as many degrees as you want. As I said, it's up to us how we want to execute things, before or after, now or then. Just think and find the best version of yourself, and really work and make your parents proud. That's all like someone can advise you.
Okay, thank you. It was nice talking to you.
Same here, Kushi.
I really learned a lot about your organization and about you.
Thank you so much, and thanks to Mitti Ki Rang and such a great initiative, and kudos to Amit for this. And I'm glad that I could get on this particular interview and talk about it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.